Sometimes August can be a tough month. I know it's summer, I know it's the Pacific Northwest, and it's our favorite season, but we do it a little too hard sometimes. And if you're at all like me and some of the people in my world, August has you a little bit worn out. Well, the Hebrew calendar anticipated that because this is a natural thing to happen. Our days have been longer than they've been shorter. We're generally approaching balance as the fall begins to show itself. But we're still in the heat and height of summer, and things can get tough. The Hebrew month of Av begins this week, and our sages teach that Av holds both extremes, which is also emblematic of this season. Av holds within it both the holiday Tisha B'Av, where we mourn the destruction of the temple and the loss of that world that existed before we became who we are now, and it celebrates the holiday Tu B'Av, which happens on the full moon, which is sort of like a Jewish Valentine's Day. It was a time when the temple stood, when young folks would come to try and find a match and make merry and joy and be hopeful, even in the midst of destruction, in the face of suffering. So, what does this month teach us? It teaches us that we exist within these two poles pretty much at all times. And the task is for us to find some balance in the middle. So I, as a rabbi, suggest to you elevating some of your daily routines, some of the things that might feel mundane, elevating them to ritual because they have a grounding effect. I, for one, have taken my morning cup of coffee to a level of ritual. No matter what is happening around me, stop, take a minute to smell the coffee grinds, and then I move on with my day. It doesn't sound like deep ritual, but what it does is ground me in the present moment, give me an opportunity for gratitude, and an opportunity to get into my body and to celebrate the groundedness that that can provide. So in the midst of the height and hum and buzz of summer, I invite you to take a moment to pause, to feel your feet on the ground, to smell your morning cup of coffee, and to just be centered for a moment, knowing that balance is still a little bit away, but you can find it whenever you need it.